Well, Kai Havertz chooses his Arsenal shirt number. He's going to hate to choose his Arsenal shirt number, according to reports coming in from the credible outlets or media outlets all over England. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We're also talking about Nketiah threatened, and what's the reason? It's Kai Havertz. Looks like he doesn't see his chances increasing of playing first team football at Arsenal and might be thinking of really quitting the club of Arsenal. And lastly, Odegaard still mourning the trophy that he lost to Man City in the last 6 games of the season. So let's see close to 300 likes, smash on this video, and obviously continue to subscribe to this channel because you're left with a few subscribers to hit 15,000 subscribers. So guys, let's continue doing the needful and obviously take this to the next level that it deserves here onto our beautiful channel that you guys have built from 1 subscriber to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Now we are at 14,000 and want to hit 15,000, and we are just few subscribers away from doing that. So guys, subscribe, go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. Now, before we give you the shirt number that Kai Havertz has reportedly chosen for his Arsenal duty, let's take you through the shirt numbers available at Arsenal. Now, Arsenal has the following shirt numbers available: 1, 2. Though it looks like it's going to be taken by William Saliba because the new shirts of Arsenal have the shirt 2, have William Saliba don't use the shirt 2. The other shirt number is 28, the other one is 29, the other one is 32, the other one is 36, the other one is 37, and 40. So, having those shirt numbers available, we anticipate the departure of Thomas Partey, right? We anticipate the departure of Granit Xhaka. That's it. So he might find himself having shirt number 5 and shirt number 34 available. But what does TalkSport have to say about Kai Havertz choosing the shirt number or his ideal shirt number for Arsenal? They've told us that as Havertz prepares to join Arsenal, he's chosen to continue wearing his favorite shirt number, that is 29. The German forward's arrival from Chelsea for a whopping £67.5 million is imminent. Havertz has shown loyalty to this shirt number 29 throughout his career, wearing it at Leverkusen and Chelsea. That is it, coming in from TalkSport. No, this is his favorite number. He has always been putting on from Bayern Leverkusen to Chelsea and now to Arsenal. It looks like the shirt number is going to hate to choose. The national team is going to hate to wear number 7, something that they cannot really get at Arsenal because the poster boy of Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, dons it. Then there is 18, there is 20, there is 21 and 23. Those are the shirt numbers that's going to head to really see himself don at the German national team. But here at Arsenal, he is going to hate to choose shirt number 29 and expect him to be unveiled next week, donned into the shirt number. He is Arsenal's new shirt number 29, and that's his favorite number. And I think he has something historical about it. As we've seen, Donny van de Beek, there is his friend that has been on life support for a very long time that he was playing with at Ajax, and he was donning shirt number 34. And ever since then, Donny van de Beek has gone ahead to choose shirt number 34 in his entire career at the club level. That is it, coming in from Kai Havertz. But choosing a shirt number is always something hard because you can find that some players will really put in clauses into their contracts that if at all I'm coming to your club, I want such and such a shirt number. That is it. So as it stands for Kai Havertz, he has chosen a shirt number that none of the Arsenal players really hold, and that is not going to cause uncertainty in the dressing room. But if at all he chooses a shirt number for a player who is really established and is at the team of Arsenal, think it might cause instability at the club of Arsenal. Do you know why? Because they're gonna hate to spend that huge amount of money on him, and they would like to get the player in. So that means if he chooses a shirt number, then heads have to roll a little bit at the club of Arsenal to see to it that they really get him what he wants. And it looks like he's not an egoistic player, because those things are done by egoistic players. Let me give you an example. At Manchester United, when Zlatan was coming in through, he told the board that I want shirt number 9, you know, and by that time, who was putting on shirt number 9 of Man United was Anton Martial, and that really beat the spirit of Anton Martial bad, and obviously he found himself in a situation of losing out his confidence at the pitch, because the manager had already showed him that you go ahead, I'm giving this shirt number to Zlatan Ibrahimovic before even consulting you, because Martial came out and told us that he was not even consulted. You know, he just came in through and everything of his had been changed to 11, not 9, and 9 had been given to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So it shows you that shirt numbers are always crucial. You know, when Ronaldo was running back to Man United, he said, I'm putting on shirt number 7. Edson Cavani was the one donning that number, and it was changed immediately, though Cavani had already been registered with the Premier League as the shirt number 7 of Man United. So it looks like there are certain players whose brands are really attached to certain numbers. CR7, right? That is his brand. So that means he needs to come to every team and obviously wear shirt number 7. Remember, even at Al Nassr where Ronaldo went, the holder of shirt number 7 said, I'm not handing my shirt number 7 to Ronaldo. It led to the termination of his contract, and he was forced out of the club because they had brought in one of the biggest brands in the world football, that is Ronaldo, and his brand moves on shirt number 7. And those are the clauses that he always includes into his contracts when it's coming to your team. He wants shirt number 7. And I liked one thing about Messi, that when he was going at PSG, he never said that he wants shirt number 10. And trust me, Neymar was willing to surrender shirt number 10 to Lionel Messi. So that's all about Kai Havertz and his shirt number. But his arrival has already created unsettlement in the hearts of some Arsenal players that play in positions where Kai Havertz play. And guess who the player is? The player is Nketiah. And the Sun has gone ahead and revealed to us that there is unsettlement in the camp of Nketiah as far as the arrival of Kai Havertz is really concerned. They've told us that Nketiah feels he's now proved he can score goals at the highest level, and the next step is to be playing week in, week out. But the fact the club has decided to invest so heavily into another striker has left Nketiah wondering if he really has a future at Arsenal. And I understand it. I feel what he's feeling, but it's all about a game of levels. That's it. Nketiah couldn't take Arsenal to the next level, and he only plays in one position. When you look at Kai Havertz, he's a player that's proven that he can play in all the midfield position apart from the CDM. He can also play in all the forward positions. So, as it stands, Arteta has gone ahead to identify those kind of positions that have gone ahead to really make him lose the trophy to Man City, and he's working hard to see to it that he gets in better quality in his team. As we've always told you that this season or this summer, Arsenal has to go ahead and obviously reinforce its squad such that players off the bench are equivalent in quality to players on the pitch, because you saw to it that Mikel Arteta doesn't trust these players that he's having on the bench. That's why sometimes he took long to make these decisions of getting players onto the field of play. So, as it stands, it looks like Nketiah is afraid of the coming in of Kai Havertz. And remember, there is another threat of Balogun. And factually, he should be worried about Balogun. Why? For Kai Havertz, he can be played elsewhere. He can be played as a right forward. He can be played as a number 8. He can be played as a left forward. You know, there are lots of positions where Kai Havertz can play. But for Balogun, he is a direct competitor of dislodging Nketiah from that position. And this is where I go back last year when Nketiah agreed a deal with Arsenal, I came here, it's on record, and really told you the following, that when I look at the plans of Arsenal, Nketiah is not in the plans of Arsenal, but Arsenal are just securing him to see to it that they get some huge amount of money from him. That's it. So, as it stands, Arsenal are winning the game. They gave him a new contract. He's earning £100,000 a week. And now, they are trying to pile on more forwards at Arsenal. And trust me, by the end of next season, Nketiah will be wanting out of that club because he's not going to be getting enough playing time. You see, even when Jesus only was here, he was not getting enough playing time until Jesus found himself injured, out for 3 months, and he got playing time for those 3 months and scored close to 6 goals for Arsenal in all those 3 months that he played in for Gabriel Jesus. So what does that mean? Havertz coming in through and Balogun, his position at Arsenal is under threat, and that's why he might be thinking of really quitting the Arsenal side. The same thing Arsenal have gone ahead to do it to Reece Nelson. So Reece Nelson has gone ahead to agree a deal with Arsenal, but I think he doesn't know what exactly Arsenal is planning, because for Reece Nelson, he's doing it for the love he has for the club of Arsenal. But for Arsenal, they're doing it for business reasons. They're not willing to surrender players out for free. That's why they're doing everything to keep him on a contract. And I think next season, Reece Nelson, or next summer, Reece Nelson and Nketiah are going to be some of the players that they are going to really offload, according to me. So that is it coming in from Nketiah. He has gone ahead to really leave himself into denial and doubtful, and lots of doubts because of what Arsenal have gone ahead to cook. And trust me, more forwards might be coming in at Arsenal if at all Declan Rice, Lavia, and Julian Timber deals are really gotten over the line. Now, Martin Odegaard has been speaking to one of the biggest, almost famous journalists in his land, that is Anje, he known as Anje via Play Football, and he was asked about not winning the Premier League trophy last season. He said, I think it will be very painful for me for the rest of my life, but we will try again next season. And it's naive for anyone to come out and say that Arsenal are not going to be title contenders next season, because even with their squad without adding any player, they can raise 80 or 90 points, Now, with them adding Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, Julian Timber, Lavia, trust me, you are mad to not say that they're going to go ahead and really compete for the trophy. And I really understand. Sorry about that. Arsenal is really going to go all out and compete for the trophy this season. They are going to go ahead and really compete for it. Trust me, they are going to compete for the trophy this season. And Odegaard feels bad. He'll never forget that scenario. And I think the only thing that can make him forget that scenario is one, him getting out and obviously lifting it. That's it. If I thought they lift it in the next 2 years, then they'll find themselves in a situation of really forgetting that. So guys, your thoughts on Kai Havertz choosing his shirt number at Arsenal are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Nketiah threatened by the arrival of Kai Havertz? Do you think he has a reason to get threatened or not? Do you think he should be threatened more for the return of Balogun or for the coming in of Kai Havertz? And lastly, what do you make about Odegaard not in a mood to forget how they lost the Premier League title to Man City? So thank you guys for watching through. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, comment and share. And I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, Juma Karim. Ciao, ciao. See you in the next 1 hour as we bring you the latest information as far as news is surrounding the world coming in through.